What a Friday, what a Saturday it's going to be as well, what a Sunday, and also Thursday. I did that one in the wrong order, but you know how it goes, guys. I cannot wait to get into this one. Redemption for Vegas and for the Florida Mutineers. Little bit of revenge, maybe. Chance, how are we feeling?
Feeling like, just interested, I suppose is the right word, because this is the type of series that, like, we saw them in the online portion of the stage. Las Vegas beat them, like, very handedly, like they did pretty well. They got an expo in the mix. They were winning controls, in Florida, obviously, 0-5. That being said, Vegas's performance yesterday, just the immense amount of doubt that is now in my mind, like, for this team. I have no idea what to expect. I feel like the Florida 0-5, looking at the map set, it's honestly pretty good for them. I know that 2-8 looks terrible on this map, Miles, but almost all of those losses were from previous teams in the past two stages on this map. 2-2 for Florida, including, well, a map win against Las Vegas. So Florida literally have done it on this very map, and obviously Vegas, not too shabby at this map either. They have a lot of good wins against a lot of top teams, but we simply don't know what to expect.
Well, forget your expectations, boys and girls. Strap in and hold on. We're going to Mercado and on board with Brack. Florida Mutineers, first time we've seen them so far here in Major 4. First time we've seen Capsule get taken care of like that. Here we go. Vegas in the point.
And I love how, like, the meta has changed on this map over the course of time, where it is nothing but frag grenades off the rip, getting the pre-nades out in every single direction. So always impactful. Las Vegas taking full advantage. And of course, Fellow now looking for an opportunity to try and flip the spawns. Plays very patient, but Temp, the gunny, is ready today. Gets a nice kill. Las Vegas holding the spawns and have built themselves a nice little lead.
We're looking at the mental fortitude, the acuity of Vegas Legion to try to bounce back after what was the toughest day, I think, of many of their professional careers. So far, it is wonderful chance. Brack, though, over towards Noob. Mutineers looking in a good spot. Uh-oh, no, old man Clay. Taken care of, though. Capsule's got it. I was going to say the battle for P2 will go quiet for a while. Mutineers, they'll win that, and they'll get right back in this game.
And you were talking about sort of that mental fortitude, the acuity, the bounce back. Well, that is instantly dropping the spawns towards P2 on the rotation. I mean, guys were just allowed to walk straight through Barbershop into the back alley, and the trades were out and about. So Vegas already holes in the setup, and now forced to try to attack is Florida, for the moment, racking up a decent bit of time. Capsule's up top, not down low in the hill, so he's going to get traded out. And you see Clayster versus Brack potentially waiting in the wings.
Clay going for the break with his AR, and he's going to get 2 out of the possible 3. Here comes the last one. Can Clay get them all on the point? Yeah, he does. Right into it. There we go. Vegas Legion is 4 in a row right now for Clayster. That's the break. That's the time. 25 to go. This is a very sizable sum of hard points to be grabbed here. People over towards New, he and Temp going for the big battle. See if they can't get themselves spawns towards that next hard point over by 10.
And you have a lot of time to break this one down as well. So Vegas are grouping up together. All 3 players trying to hit through this back alley. And Temp has the hops to get back in the mix. Could have been dicey, but hey, still got a little bit of time to make this break. You know, Capsule's dancing up top. TJ gets sent in. Well, just to death. Sandy not there for the trades just yet, but the trades come to him. But for the moment, Temp still all the way in the back alley. Florida holding on for 3.
Keeping those players safe, as so is Brack, though, on the other side here for the Mutineers. Clay, though, with a sub in hand. He's the first man there for Vegas to get another point. No help whatsoever. Florida Mutineers holding on the time here. His fellow is old pal on the 2 spree, soaking at the moment. Great work here for the Mutineers. Able certainly to get back into this one. It's Vehicle now in mid-map. Nearly gets the 2. Temp's going to bounce away and stay alive, and that hard point still in the hands of the Mutineers.
And honestly, the wipe like they just had is kind of painful. I mean, look at where number 2 Vehicle just spawned. So he can think about the rotation. And now you have Vegas. I mean, they're just rolling into the new hill. Standy's able to get one gunfight, but he just gets traded out. That is an easy hold for Florida. An opportunity for Vehicle to make a dent. TJ, though, there to shut him down. So Vegas should be secure on the rotation. They'll get the Barber time first.
Hello. Oh, big win from Standy. That's a massive win. Holding onto that side of the map now. Barbershop's about to crack open, and here we go. First up on the appointments list, it is going to be TJ. He's in there, not getting a short back inside. He's getting the time, and so far, so good. Vegas looking to get back into this one. Hold on, try to take the lead back. But here come the Mutineers. All angles covered. Gunfights across mid. Capsule trying to make his way through. Can TJ hold him at bay? Here comes the fight. No chance. Clay taken care of as well. Capsule with a break through the front.
Oh, that is so tough. TJ just couldn't get any help. His teammates lost the gunfights back alley at the same time. Clay got traded out, so he was alone on point. Florida make the quick break, but now you got Vegas going for the reposition. So Barbershop be breaking for a moment, but it is just a trade fest around the point. But the final trade, it does go to Temp. He shuts it down, but maybe another extra fight. Vehicle in the back collecting the final 15 seconds. Now on rotation, Brack here to lock it down. So nice little moment for Florida, winning gunfights all over the map, but those are very close spawns that Vegas just got. It is going to be a battle for the new time.
Clay unfortunately dives right into a nade. Fellow on the flank, cuts him down. Mutineers, it's a clean sweep. All players of Vegas have been taken care of now. Hardpoint time ticking away. Mutineers over 100 points. What a strong start they have had. Can Capsule get any more out of this? Hit fire. The second! Massive work with the dead. He's still going. That's a big spree now for Capsule. Can he get himself streaks? We'll find out. Fellow's got mid-map locked down. The Mutineers running it on Mikado.
I mean, that's an opportunity for Vegas. They all get the close spot, and they just get absolutely picked apart almost immediately. Now, though, through the mix fest, there's a little bit of a bounce back. They have a little bit of pressure towards the point, but you see Capsule on a 5. Sandy's left one shot, but that was a kill for Streaks. Couldn't get it. Clayster there to lock it down, and honestly, this is shaping up to be a battle of a Mercado. Scrap time towards Vegas. They're not going to be able to tie the game up. They'll be down by about 20, but again, a little bit of time to work with to try to set up on this rotation. And again, Vegas grouped up together, triple hit through the back alley.
Here we go, Brack. E-Capsule, guns are up. Here we have it, flying into the fight. TJ managed to get one out of it. Brack's still alive. The tactical retreat into the hard point. Sweet nade though. TJ might be able to go huge. It's a 2-spree right now. He will be able to get these players in the point, and there's someone behind him on the fence line. This is going to go awkward in a moment. But TJ, on the approach to the point, can't get the cleanups there. Fellow's got the backstairs covered. Stanley's now trying to make his way in. It is a absolute iron grip on the hard point from the Mutineers. Every possible attack snuffed out. Vegas back to the drawing board.
Yeah, Florida are utterly locking this hill down. I mean, you kick that off with Capsule getting a 2-piece on the 2 AR players of Vegas, and Capsule did it at range with the FastNet. But if that's how you're starting this hill for Florida, you imagine they're going to be feeling great, standing maybe for the bounce back, but those are the initial gunfights. You got to get to the point, and Fellow's there to trade everything out. Eagle shuts down the final player, and that is a near perfect full 60. And honestly, Miles, it's looking like the woes of Vegas are continuing. Florida are picking them apart.
This is a very strong look out of the Mutineers. Our point's nearly done. Over towards the parking lot we go, and this time it's Vegas in there first. Will this make a big difference for them? Stanley gets a little too curious, and that cat has been killed. It's Brack now through the back line. Fellow backing him up. 10 from backtrack position. Tags are in. Here they come, though. Mutineers, what a break. Great beta switch. Lovely attacking moves here. Over the top. Wow. Vehicle gets his as well. The Mutineers, they're in, baby. That is their point. Can Standy keep the fight alive as the Florida Mutineers once again a sublime break?
Yeah, Veagle's going to be trapped in between a couple players, but maybe they're locked in with him. Standy doesn't even go for the trade. He leaves it for his teammates, and I guess TJ eventually gets it. Now Standy in position to get sort of those cutoff kills, and hey, he delivers for the big 2. You have a nice little bounce back for Vegas to try to get into the mix, but right now, just looking at the kills column, everybody on Florida looking like they came to play. Fellow already has 2 minutes inside of the hill, and that's just after 1 set of rotations. We're back to P1, though. Vegas, for the moment, have the bottom side spawn, so if they're thinking about a comeback, they are in position to do so, but Florida, you know, they're taking their time. They got the teamwork flowing. We're going to take them apart.
And Vegas, who got handed to them, they've been surviving off of scrap time for now. If they can get themselves at least 1 solid hold, they're right back in this one. Mutineers, though, back at it we go. P1 here in the second rotation, and they are finding that time. Bit of a flank now from Fellow, who might be able to go huge here. Standy cut down through the smoke. Vehicles there. Temp, other side of the map. You've still got that hard point in the hands of the Mutineers. They will crack 200 points, but Temp, he's looking to crack P2.
I mean, this time he's like too good. Like, the rotation almost doesn't even matter at this point. Vegas are like desperate just to get this time or to keep Florida away, because Florida, they've already done the hard part and flipped those spawns. If they were continuing to get the P1 time, that could have been ridiculous, but Vegas, for the moment, they've stabilized, but they got a long way to go.
Yeah, they're still trying to make something happen here. Let's see if we can't help Vegas get themselves back into this game with a listen in with the Vegas Legion.
I'm gonna go top side here. One top side.
Look at our view gate.
Got it. Tunnel. Nice, he's scammed. That's 2.
We can go
Jump on the back. Go fast.
I'm trying to back. I'm weak as fuck. Weak as fuck.
They might spawn there. They might spawn there.
Mini pushing you, Barber. Mini pushing you. Falco's weak as fuck, Teach. We're blocking this.
Barber got me.
Spawned out long, guys.
Barber Vickle. He's in Barber.
Bottom house weak.
I'm gonna dive across. I stunned
I have a
hedge.
trophy edge. I have a trophy edge. They have 2 takes off trophy, guys.
He's close edge.
Close edge. One shot dead. Nice. Hill. Third one.
One shot.
Close door.
3 on 2, 3 on 2, 3 on 1.
Back door.
3 on
I'll
1.
hold your back door. Go.
Vickle.
Weak as fuck.
I'll push this guy on top. One shot top.
You need to help. Watch his front, Tom.
You gotta make a push, Teach. You gotta chill.
I spawn on him,
Edge, 1 shot, Capsule. Capsule's 1 shot short.
Mini and top.
Capsule rotated, guys.
Tunnel. He's tunnel.
Does anyone have my help new?
He just hit tunnel.
This guy will stand
Your side hill, or Teach, help me.
Yeah, land. Who in new? One more. Capsule, my flowers cut.
Huge win.
Couple of moments of desperation chance. Couple of moments of massive gunfights. Mutineers are still running it, but Vegas, they're not out of the woods yet. This is not over.
And he's going to be quick on the point as well. Fellow actually just flying in, but Temp already here. Consistent frustration in the comms, but maybe some energy to kick things up. Vegas finally ahead of the rotation game, but maybe a cruise is going to be in the mix to stop him.
Oh no, I was going to say energy's one thing, the cruise is another. Will there be a trophy? I don't know. Clay eats it. Vehicle that lands. Hardpoint now in the hands of the Mutineers. The contest is there. Fellow on the snakes. Here comes Tej. Wins a big one. Stays alive for now. The foot race is on. TJ's going to have to contend with 3 members of the Mutineers now. The backline is where Vegas will be coming from. Capsule first man in. Will he check right? He does not. Tej finds 1. Tej with the second. The hard point remains in their hands. Tej can't stay alive any longer. Brack with a break.
Oh, every single second's gonna matter too. Temp basically has to win this gunfight. Brack gonna stake him. Brack gonna shut him down. And now Clay forced in the mix, but you can't get past him. Brack is just simply too good. By the time he gets traded, look at the rotation. Number 4 Fellow already in position. Just has to slow him down back alley. But admittedly, Vegas, that is 3 players quick to get him Barber.
They're right in there now. The battle for Barbershop is about to begin. Here we go. This could decide the fate of the map. Temp's in. Here comes Brack and Capsule. Vico now shoulder to shoulder flying forward. Temp can only get so many out of that. Perfect teamwork out the Mutineers. That's it. They're in. 10 seconds for the win. Pushing them forward. The time's still ticking. Mutineers, there's no hope in hell surely for Vegas. Can Tej get another break? He can. Another kill. The time is now in the hands of Vegas.
Fellow, though, he's doing a good job just staying alive and slowing everybody from Vegas down. So he's getting tags on players, and hopefully that's good enough for the reinforcements to come in. You got Brack picking up the 2-piece. Fellow just fed it to his team in Florida. Gonna walk away with the map 1 dub.
And that's game. Woof, what an exciting start. The Florida Mutineers have come to play as they run Mikado through and through Vegas Legion. The hard point struggles continue from yesterday. Brack with the breaks chance. We saw Capsule towards the end there. Magnificent stuff. A team that, when they played last online, Vegas had their way.
Vegas might have had their way in the series like by the end of it, but Mercado, that's roughly how it went the first time. Florida, that was a map win that they had, and they get it done once again on Merc. And Capsule, fantastic game through and through, consistent with the slang performance from start to finish. The man is picking 2 pieces up with the Vaznev against the 2 AR players of Vegas just to solidify rotations, but super high up on the damage, 32 kills to his name. And obviously you had Fellow just doing his thing, right? Super Soaker didn't have to take that many gunfights and even had great work towards the end. I mean, I'd say for me, Miles, like, you know, TJ on the kills column didn't have the best time, 19 and 26, but on the damage front, he was there, outperformed Standy, had a minute and a half in the hill. I feel like there's moments where, like, TJ is just soaking up time, and all of his teammates are dying around him, right? Like on the Barbershop Hill, we attempt just instantly losing the gunfight back alley, and then we see at the end, Fellow doing the different thing of, like, giving up the pressure, but still getting damage in to help his teammates and orchestrate things and make plays happen. So I'd say right there, Florida just consistently across the board outplayed their opponent.
A great, rotational gameplay-wise as well. First into the hard point. Their holds were really good. Vegas do get the breaks eventually, and again, I do think TJ instrumental in the breaks. Very, very important plays. But again, just not enough. Vegas Legion, they were surviving on the scrap time alone. That was simply not enough to sustain them throughout this entire map. Mutineers, though, kudos to them. Great work in the slaying department. Great work on the teamwork as well. We saw some really nice set pieces. Those bait and switches, those breaks on the tighter hard points, the 3-man hit in towards Barbershop. Nice single second of friendly fire found. Good work there for the Mutineers. A fantastic start to this lower bracket matchup. Because again, ladies and gentlemen, the loser goes home.
All right, there's some good highlights in the mix as well, right? Like Capsule schmoving on the map, having a great time. I know Brack had a couple comments from Clay about his snakes not being on point, but we saw Brack in 10. He's picking up pieces, so it looks like he's putting a little bit of work in the meantime, correct that form, and obviously paid dividends there on the Mercado. But it's how the series started last time. It was Capsule making moves, dropping bombs, and Florida with that early edge, but obviously it is not untypical for Vegas to go down to the hard point. S&D is their bread and butter, and they're looking for that quick bounce back.
Indeed. Well, for those more eagle-eyed, you may have spotted a Cult Havoc in the background there. We hope he's doing well. Here we go, though, ladies and gentlemen. A double dose of Hotel, the Search and Destroy and Control coming up in just a moment. And then we get to the Fortress section of the series if we have to go the distance. We'll find out what happens next on Hotel, Search and Destroy. It's now Vehicle, mastermind here for the Florida Mutineers, calling the play. If anyone's watched his streams or heard him on streams recently, you know he's a real character, a lot of fun. On the other side of the stage, there's Standy. Late addition to the squad. Chance he has been an absolute powerhouse in the slaying department. Helped revitalize this squad, and they sorely need it. Now you've got the winners bracket. You find yourself down the lowers here in the major. Can the Vegas Legion do anything with it?
And I mean, worth pointing out for Standy, that is online, right? The slaying prowess has absolutely been there throughout the stage, that 4-1 record. But I mean, so far it has been a pretty flat team. And I know, again, Standy, especially in the damage column, has not quite been there, not keeping up. So definitely got to pay a great deal of attention to him in the map too. I know Search and Destroy, even like throughout the Vanguard season, when Standy didn't seem to be at like his elite level, his Search and Destroy was an elite level. So top-notch player in the category. Obviously, this is a team in Search and Destroy that can have an absolute blast, but that bounce back is going to be very tough. Temp with that .43, an absolute standout. We've literally never seen something like that from Temp, and of course that S&D as well. They got 6 old miles. That is completely uncharacteristic of the squad.
Hell yeah. Well, the Monster Energy pregame, let's see if that rhythm in S&D, though I saw those boys sipping something special there on stage. Gotta say, man, it's like Monster just being a sponsor feels so right. Like everyone there on the stage just guzzling it. I love it, man. Florida, though, man, what a run they've had up until this moment. Vegas as well, making history, but can the Mutineers, I mean, these guys, there's always so much promise, there's always so much potential chance. Every single time we see these rosters, it's a moment or two in game that costs them that. Is this the squad to finally make a run here at the major?
Well, I mean, the question is how deep of a run as well, because for a team that's 0-5, like any series win almost feels like a victory. But you are wrong, or are correct, excuse me, about how many like close games that they have had. Obviously, you have their Monster Energy pregame keys as well. Lowest 3v4 win percentage isn't too on point, but hey, if you're getting the first bloods, you could certainly make something happen. I know that's certainly going to be a big focus point on Hotel, especially against Vegas.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we'll get to the control in a moment as well. Vegas 4-17 overall there. Mutineers a lot stronger, though, when it comes to the mode as well. So we'll see the Search and Destroy. Going to be an interesting matchup. At one point in time, I mean, up until, I want to say yesterday, many of us regarded the Vegas Legion to be the best Search and Destroy team in the league.
Second.
Of yesterday's. What, second? All right. But as of yesterday.
Absolute FaZe broke the record in Search and Destroy. We're not tipping that to Vegas.
No, we're not. No, but you're upset. I had something going here.
I'm sorry.
Completely ruined it. Just get me into the Search.
I had to, though, man. I'm sorry. I had to. Well, to get you into the Search, the second best Search and Destroy team we got this year in Vegas. Fantastic record on this map. 5-2 record. The first blood's on point at 60%. And for the past 2 stages, Vegas are 3-0. Obviously, the record of 1-6. Not great for Florida in the past 2 stages, i.e. with this current roster, 0-4. That being said, Florida and Vegas did play on this map. It went all the way to around 11. So Florida are dangerous, but obviously Vegas, this is their home.
That was so close from Fellow. One of the more high-impact snipers here in the league. His teammates, though, doing the work. Trades are done. He's likely going to hit himself in, maybe towards the couch side of the map on TJ. Top bedroom, all his.
And Bracket at least got a frag kill before he gets traded out, so he does his job. But here's the snake battle. Temp looking forward, and Temp, yep, scared of the trades. He knew it was coming. Fellow gets it done with the snipe from TJ. That is a loud glass window. But yeah, 1v2, the bomb is down. There is potential.
Very doable. Bomb recovered, a little noisy, and I like he's planting this way out in the open. If they look around that corner, they're going to see him. Vehicle and Fellow, bomb planted. Let's see what you got.
He's playing it close as well. I think Fellow actually picked up a gun, but oh wow, the trade doesn't even make a difference. I think Fellow would have had it anyway if Vehicle doesn't connect, but that is a hard read from Vehicle. Easy, just like you wrote it down and you called him a mastermind. There was no surprises in that round there.
Solid attempt out of TJ, not quite enough to really make anything happen. One thing I love about this this setup here in the Belong Arena, all the other teams and players, as coaches, everyone gets to watch this match in person. Everyone's sitting there, sharing thoughts and feels. There's a certain air of tension in the room right now. Maybe not for FaZe. You see Slasher in the back there, but it's all on the line right now for Vegas and Florida.
Fellow's going to be keeping it out by the looks of it. See if he can connect with an early snipe, but no one up top for the Chow, so the impact yet to be felt. Plays over by the restaurant, though. TJ draws out the first blood and just gets incinerated off the snake. Brack has some clean shots right there. You got a man advantage that Clayster strips away. It's a 2v2, and look at what both the players on Vegas do. They retreat back to their spawn. They each gift the other a bomb site. You have Stanley versus Brack. Brack can make moves with dead silence, but you got to check every corner.
Spotted him. Brack, who's been here before. They're moving. Standy, quick, ask Clay what he did. There it is.
Damn.
You don't lose the snake fights against Vegas. There we go.
Well, keep in mind, Miles, that was a long snake fight just for Capsule to actually be able to plant the bomb towards A, and he does have dead silence, so he was making moves in map 1. He has a little opportunity to reposition here. Clayster, though, just going to catch him, but there's the snake off. Capsule's going hunting, and now he's still alive.
There's the trade. Standy, fantastic veteran, heads up, calls, plays, shots, you name it. Great round. Wins the battle in kitchen. That was the moment of the entire round for me there, Chance. That snake fight. Once again, Brack back to the lab with the snakes, I think.
Well, in fairness to Brack, he was down to 2 HP, and I think Standy could have played it a bit more aggressively, but Standy was very much trying to buy time for Clayster to come and help him out. But yeah, another snake off, typical of the situation, I suppose, and got to make sure Standy very quick to get back in the mix to help Clayster towards the end, just to get the trades on Capsule. So we talk about Standy needing to bounce back in the S&D, had a solid round there.
That's a massive spot to find yourselves in. Capsule nearly taking care of business there, but good trades from Vegas Leech. See how important it is to just have a line of sight on your teammates. That's what we mean by getting trades. Don't let Capsule get away with it. He will cause a problem. Here we go, the bomb towards the A-bomb site right now for Vegas. Ah, fellow! Couldn't kill his old pal. Okay, yeah, he could. It's a point break moment there for a second, but he finally pulls the trigger. It's a nice opener. And now you've got a 3v2 for Florida.
Oh, Vigil knows as well. He knows Steph is nearby. He hears him the entire way, and that'd be good enough to put yourself in a 3 versus 1. TJ, I mean, legendary S&D player, but you hear the snipe shot coming out just behind him. He is now in a perfect triangle, and Vigil there to shut him down. Florida wheeling and dealing. I mean, connecting with everything you want. Fellow hits the snipe, and obviously good trades on the inside of the restaurant to make sure Standy can't do anything crazy. And a 5-1 start for Vigil. Only 3 rounds in.
Nice work. Play call to start things off as Vigil joins the squad after Colt Havett has to take himself to the bench. He's in the venue. You know, he's cheering the boys on. But for now, it's pure spice from the Florida Mutineers. Cool heads. Can they keep it going?
You have Vegas actually stacking the middle of the map in this moment, so they're going to have all the crosses covered, especially over towards A. But Florida, if they're dropping the bomb near the desks, that means they're ready to potentially reposition. They're going to be playing for picks, and I don't know where the first gunfight necessarily might ring out. Capsule tagged up, but he's got to cross to bedroom, and now Vegas, they got to be incredibly concerned about the flank, and that is a bunch of players wrapping back. Everybody gives up the mid control, all trying to deal with Cap.
Yeah, look, you saw those heads afloat across the top line of the parking lot there. They know he's over here. They're going to commit numbers for it. 50 seconds remaining, though, here on the round. Mutineers, bomb in hand. Capsule doesn't have a whole lot of dead science left. Will he be able to catch one? Oh, he does. The turn. Play, good work. His position is absolutely up now. Brack will not let this go. Broke is there. Clay is a dead man by all rights. This is a 3v3 about to become a 3v2.
No, he's got the trophy. He's protected, and he's got 10 from above. Nice weapon to have in the back pocket, and just like that, man advantage, and you still got to try to get this bomb down. Florida, simply, they are running out of time.
They have not made anything of the play they had. 15 seconds, got to get the bomb down. Clay is still in a position to poke out and cause problems. Here on the flank is TJ. TJ on the flank. It's enough damage dealt. He's caused enough noise. Temp's there to spring. The trap is set. Oh, but Fellow somehow evades it. Final few seconds. Fellow needs to take care of 2 of them or stay alive. Oh. There we go. The round to Vegas, but the spree of 2 remains intact for Fellow.
Hey, that's a strange round too, because Capsule like kind of drops the ball in that situation, but I think he would have been on the same page that I would have been on of like, how is he able to get behind the entire team like that? Vegas just not worried about that push at all. So Capsule could have just single-handedly won the round if he was ready for the second gunfight. Unfortunately, just a strange situation he found himself in, gets traded out. Clay does a nice job of staying alive to get Temp for the help. So I'd say around there, Florida a little painful when they go back and look at it, but in the moment, still feeling good. All tied up 2-2.
2-2. A solid showing from both teams so far here on Hotel. Here we go. He's more than tagged up on the cross there. Wonderful work. The Mutineers, 3-man hit through couches. Anything but chill. Nice nades. Capsule there finds another. Beagle's made his way forward. Temp with a suppressing fire. Here comes Capsule. He's been the killer for the Mutineers this round so far. Will he get another? He does. My word. He might be on for the ace here.
I mean, hey, if he can get it, that'd be great. Brack not watching the flank, but he was working on his form, so always time to get in good practice. And he does have Daddy and a lot of damage done. He had great reads, but didn't have the gunning towards the end. Fellow there to shut him down, and Florida's teamwork right now completely on point in that round. I mean, I think there was a single trophy system that Vegas had out. Every single nade and stun coming through to eventually wear it down. Not only Capsule getting the work for the first 3 kills, but obviously the cover from his teammates was absolutely there. And the teamwork right now flowing for Florida.
They really did take control of couches. The feet were up. They were very happy to stay there as a unit. And Vegas trying to make something happen, just expose themselves to those tough gunfights. Great stuff out of Capsule there. 3 on the round. Fellow on a 3 spree also. Here we go, Capsule. Bomb in hand. He's made it to A and relatively, well, completely unscathed, but definitely not unaware that he popped. Here we go.
And I don't know if he got spotted. Temp actually does rat back, so I think maybe Cap got spotted by Clayster on the cross, but whether or not he did, he's got dead silence. He has cleared out everything, and meanwhile, Vehicle has now brought the entire team over to B, but instead of getting the bomb down immediately, I think Cap's going for it now. Good Florida, maybe not as quick as they could have been, but either way, they're going to get this bomb down for free, exactly how they want, and Cap should be able to cross back the bedroom.
Now, that's brilliant play, though. Vehicle gives his life to get that bomb down and get the entire team over. Now, can Capsule get in position fast enough? Prone, no more noise, hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, here comes Clay. Into the gunfight, though. Clay holds it. Over to Fellow, 8 HP. Trophies down to keep him safe for now. Watch out for the push. 10 from top bed, standing from down low. Vegas now marching forward. Straight into the guns. Nice from Fellow. Looking for kill number 5 in a row. There's Standy down low, and you've got the cross covered as well. Magnificent setup for the Mutineers. Standy, though, gets to the bomb site. Frank last man up, and it's Clay with the 1v1. That'll be the defuse. How have Vegas pulled that off?
Yeah, Clayster getting hype in the player cams as well. The benefit of no crowd, you can scream at your opponent, and they're much more likely to hear you. Unfortunate for Capsule, I mean, they took the red dots out of the game, but he went chasing anyway. He was in prime position to kill Clayster if Clayster ever over peaks, but instead, he just flies straight into bullets. Clayster's left alive, and Clayster there for the final kill. So another situation where just awkwardness from Capsule on the bedroom side of the map.
I think he said, "Oh my God, Brack, you had an unfortunate gunfight." I think is the exact words Clay had there. Good stuff. Brack, though, made a tough stuff. Good resolve. Still 3-3. Good search on our hands here, Charles.
Yeah, Clayster not a fan of Brack, apparently. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know what's going on there.
Fellow a fan of First Bloods, can't find it there.
Not this time. He's had plenty, though. Mutineers back at it again with the 2-man looking towards A. You've got 1 player in on the B-bomb site. That's going to be Capsule in the freezer. This is Fellow watching mid-map. So for now, you're going to wait for the play. Vegas, they're gambling over towards B. Capsule, here they come. How many can you get? There's 1. The second, no. Temp's going to get the trades. Straight on through to the site, though. We've now fly in towards the kitchen. Fellow back on up. There's the opportunity to catch a head or 2 with this sniper. Look at this spot from underneath the table. Temp gets away with his life. 3v2.
This is a difficult one to hold for the 2v3, though. Everybody from Florida grouping up together, and you have Fellow, he's cleared out enough. You should know where the players are, but that's a perfectly timed nade for Clay to go for the child. Doesn't matter. Vehicle there to shut him down, and Temp, good luck with this 1v3.
Good luck.
Oh!
Fellow, team kill! Temp flies in! Match is going to damage Vehicle's 1. What a round! The Mutineers! That was theirs to win! I'm laughing too!
Oh my God. Hey, Miles, that could be a momentum killer. I said good luck with the 1v3. Fella said, let me help you out, and just gives them a 1 versus 2. The lack of chem there between Fellow and Brack. I don't know exactly what happened, if he accidentally bounced it off the back of his head, but now Fellow just trucked it straight at him. You gotta have the comms.
Oh no, that is a very painful mistake, and it has cost them the round. Mutineers down by 1 now. Fast it over towards A to try to wash it off of them. Nice shots there from Fellow to keep Clay back. That MCPR hits like a truck.
That's a tough one to say as well. That is a lot of confidence. Back to back to back, but Sandy, he's found the hole. Lets the bomb go down. I don't think he actually spotted him on the cross. And now the question is, does he get caught in this situation? He hears everybody jumping, trades out Brack. He's got help for the teammates now. You know, it's all towards bedroom. Standing for 2. He doesn't waste any time. Hops the bomb straight away. Even if he falls, his teammates should be there for the kills. You see intel on Vigo, but Vigo wins it all of a sudden. 1 versus 2 now. Vigo could get this done.
Gotta get going. Vigo. No dead silence. Stanley surely hears this. Check it. Good tags. Vehicle now off the top. Gets the kill. Can't get the second. Standy, what a round. He finds the hole and he knows what to do with it. Gets to the fuse. Vegas Legion, map point.
And that's okay. Good God, that is quite a round where Vehicle making big plays, but Standy just made the bigger one towards the end. Gets the first blood, gets the freebie on Fellow. Had the information on Vehicle. You expect him to get traded out, but Vehicle makes a big play, nearly converts it for the 1v2 towards the end. But I mean, so far the biggest moments of this game, Vegas have either had the advantage or Florida have simply thrown it away. So a battle of momentum we have is you got Thanos just chuckling in the background.
I've got nothing, but wow, what a search this is. Here we go, Vegas, to tie up the series. 1 more round's all you need. Now, will it be good graces and good luck, or will it be their own machinations to get the round done? 2-2 split here from the Mutineers. They're about to find themselves a wild Standy.
Sandy again, he's been in this spot before where they double up over towards Kitchen, and he's drawing a bunch of aggro through the middle of the map, and TJ thinking about making moves as well, but Sandy's repositioned with his teammates. Temp for the first blood. The SMGs right now, Vegas, drawing enough of that fire out.
1 bullet. Okay. Wow, Brack takes it. He takes it just on the shoulder. Here comes Capstone. Plays in the perfect spot to deal with him, though. Will he check this one? Capstone might let a shot or 2 out, but Vehicle's on the flank. Vehicle right into the fight. What a play! And that is all down. Blink and you missed it. The Mutineers have just ripped the round from Vegas.
And, you know, similar to the Mercado, I'd say for Vegas, occasionally they just leave holes on the map open. I know they lost the P2 rotation pretty much instantly, letting players just go through Barber. This time, didn't watch the flank. So Vehicle flanks and got a bunch of free kills shooting players in the back. And yeah, just not a particular fan of the setup. I don't know what the comms were like in that moment for Vegas, but I think very hopeful that they weren't going to get shot in the back. And unfortunately for them, Florida had the perfect play.
And the timing on this, again, no deady, just a bit of a crouch walk. Perfect play. I mean, there's not a whole lot TJ could have done there. Brack finds his fight in the middle of the map against Clayster as well, but that was a sensational retake, technically, from the Florida Mutineers. Here we go, 1 more round to tie things up and force the round 11.
Just back with the aggression. Either Cab or Vehicle consistently flying across to make the bedroom. And already Vegas players have to be concerned, but Glacier, instant wrap back. And every single time a player from Florida gets into that position, they just can't make anything happen. Advantage now for Legion.
Slow things right down for the Mutineers. You're still thinking about that A-bomb site, but you can't get a player down there, Stanley. Oh, he's watching it. Clay finds himself another sensational kill. This could be it. You're running out of options. Florida. Clay's still down there by lights. You've got to commit quite a lot to get there. He's been tagged, but you've still got Standy upstairs. Here come the rest of Vegas. This could be it. The final throws of Mutineers here on Hotel.
And now you got Temp to watch the cross, so you know these players are going to be pinned down to what side. And Standy tagged up and caught, but only 30 seconds to work with. And Brack's going to fall because TJ hit the flank. The go button is there. And the bounce back, at least in map 2 for Vegas, absolutely in. Search and destroy their bread and butter. They were handed a gift for that temp 1v3. They took full advantage of it. Tied the series up.
I mean, despite the brilliance we saw out of Vegas, you cannot forget that tough round, that team kill and Temp's 1v2 in the situation. That was a very, very lucky turn of events right there. But as luck would have it, we're now tied at 1-1 here in this series. We go to control, we stay on hotel, but chance so far, Vehicle. We called him the mastermind coming into this one, and we were not wrong. Look at that. The damage, the kills, you name it, he did it all.
Obviously a great performance in the kills column. Beagle put in some serious work, but him and Gapsil had a few different opportunities, like on offense when they're making it to bedroom, that they were just not taking full advantage of, like, at all. I mean, Vehicle goes and opens the door to the bottom hallway just to turn around and instantly get shot in the back. Capsule is able to get on the top steps, and he just, like, over Child's Clayster and hands away a couple rounds. So I'd say for Florida, quite a few mistakes in search and destroy. Obviously, the teammate at the top of that list. They sort of costed themselves. I think Florida very much in a position where they could have won that game and been up 2-0, but now all tied up as we go to hotel control.
Hotel control. Once we finish hotel, we go on a little day trip excursion towards Al-Bagra Fortress. That's for the hard point in the search and destroy to close out what will be a very exciting series. Elimination matchup, ladies and gentlemen. The loser of this series goes home. We'll find out who that is in a few maps' time. Until then, though, quick commercial break. On the other end, hotel control.
Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by the new series Citadel, premiering on April 28, only on Prime Video.
Give me the smoke, I want it all. What they saying, take a toke. I love that hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when you talking to the globe. It's no joke. Give me the smoke, I want it all. What they saying, take a toke. I love that hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when you talking to the globe. It's no joke. Give me the smoke, I want it all. What they saying, take a toke. I love that hate. Give me the smoke.
If that isn't the greatest intro in Call of Duty League history, I'll shave my entire head. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into Control on Hotel, map number 3. Both our teams tied up 1-1. If you've just joined us here, the Belong Arena, Major 4. Fights onwards. This is an elimination matchup, so we may, if we're careful, get to see some of those intros again. The other team, they go home.
And I mean, from Florida, clearly the most swag in the league. I mean, that intro, absolutely godlike. And I think now, truly ready for the series to get underway. All tied up 1-1, so we effectively just have a best of 3 for the rest of the series, and we start it on Hotel Control. And obviously, it has been a yearly theme for Control for Vegas. Not good on land or on mine, all the way towards the bottom. However, on this map specifically, for the broader part of the entire year, it has been about a 50-50 map, but as of late through stage 4, it has shifted. It has been much more defensive heavy. I mean, even for Boston, I think they were winning about 70% of their offenses, and we saw just their match yesterday. Defensive shootout. So we'll see if either one of these teams can break the mold. Obviously, very balanced on offense, and neither team good at defense at all. We'll see if they can pick things up that they've learned from the other series we've had.
Here we go. Many learnings here as we get deeper into the MW2 season. There's a lot still to play for. Røkkr Hotel, we go here one last time here in the series. Control, we play 2 zones, 30 lives each. It is first to 3 wins. Here we go.
And this is also an opportunity. I'd say both of these teams looking for some momentum, right? Because there's a couple chokes in the search and destroy for Florida. Looking to get that energy back, because you cannot afford to lose controls towards Vegas. That has been the one opportunity you've really had in every series that they've played, and Beagle trying to take full opportunity of it for the moment. That is TJ Halley just flying already, and I mean, hey, 0 time wasted. Vegas on defense looking nice and clean, at least towards that B zone. They've cleared house, got an extra couple kills, and now setting themselves up for the pitch.
The importance of that kill on couches opens up Tej, keeps the B zone safe. Now back over towards A, we have it, and that first segment is on its way out. Done. Good stuff, Florida. As is tradition here on Hotel, you typically do capture the A zone first. Crazier things happen. Can Beagle hold Standy at bay? Yes, he can. Up to clay attempt now before the respawns can get here, and it's plenty of kills going the way of the Florida Mutineers. Good stuff out of them. They start to heat up here on Hotel.
And there was basically 0 trades from Vegas in that moment. I think they threw away about 5 lives to only get a single kill on Florida, and Capsule does get traded out, but does force at least a team kill, so it's not going to be a perfect defensive setup. Even Temp's going to be coming off spawn, and now you got Florida 2 players wrapping around, so an opportunity to start to put the pressure on.
Here comes the pressure. Clay, no stranger to it, but he has been stunned. Teamwork makes the dream work for the Mutineers. The backline vehicle, the big one. The beamers are there, and now you've got 3 kills up. Vegas, last man up, is going to spawn way on the other side of the map. A long, difficult journey now towards the B zone, and that is exactly where the entirety of the Mutineers are almost lying. Fellow, cutting off those players in mid. Big work now. They are starting to capture at B.
Oh my God. Yeah, starting to capture. They're going to get this capture. They just completely pick Vegas apart. Every single kill falls into their lap. Beagle with perfect reads, perfect shots, a perfect stack, in a perfect round. That was utterly ridiculous from Florida. Not a trade to be found for Vegas, literally anywhere. I think at one point they were up like 28-25 on lives. I think you had Florida, maybe after the capture of the A zone, had like 1 or 2 deaths total, and Vegas ended up finishing with only 13 lives left. So literally not getting a single trade on the map. Florida, talk about a way to kick off the control.
Crazy. We did say Vegas coming into this one, not the best team when it comes to the mode, but that was an extremely decisive round. Look at the streaks there across the board from the Mutineers. 2, 3, 5 for Brack, 2 for Fellow. Here we go. And that's going to be streaks. Crews gained. That helps out on the defensive rounds.
Hey, finally some teamwork as well from Vegas, right? Stuns coming through, double and triple chow, and then through the middle of the map. Clayster there to lock it down and apply a little bit of pressure over towards B and forces the rat back. But Vegas, instead of trying to capture the A zone, they didn't want to fly over towards B. They're trying to be aggressive on it. And now this is a moment maybe to try to create a little bit of mixiness, but Fellow there to shut it down. So Vegas getting a little bit bold with the play call and getting punished for it.
More punished indeed. Here's Fellow. He's in the feed. Temp still alive top bed. That does give his boys a lot of space. Whoa!
Oh my
okay.
God.
It was all going great, and then Vikul did that. Okay, 22 lives apiece. 45 seconds on the clock as Vikul. Oh, another airborne kill from the young man. Pressure still there, though. Vegas, they're not letting up that bedroom control. Mutineers, they're throwing everything they've got at it.
And I don't know what's going on with Vikul right now, but when he's shooting against the majority of Vegas Legion, he's using a FaZe. When he's shooting against Temp, he just has a delete button. That'd be a two-piece for Brack. That'd be a kill for Cap. And this is right now. Baznev's everywhere in the feed for Florida. You and Vegas make one bold call to try to lean towards B, and now it is full panic. They have to get the A capture. They're still getting traded. And with only 10 seconds left on the clock, they have to win all of these gunfights.
We could see the streaks land here. Brack could call them in off spawn, or will they opt to do it with the guns? First segment done. Here comes Capsule. Loud as you like. Oh, he doesn't check that. Easy one. Clay is going to get it. The second segment is done here. A will be captured. 1 minute and 9 seconds now will go towards the clock.
And honestly, I can't believe Capsule didn't pop dead silence to make the play. Try to be more aggressive when they had the light count. Another team kill for Florida with the nades, and they had a massive life advantage. They had the full setup on the map, and now there's more pressure on the B. Vegas have 2, now make it 3 bodies on the point, and the life disparity is gone. A late investment of the crews. The question is there a trophy? Absolutely there is, but there's also a vehicle. He handed you 2.
He hands 2. Brack trying to get top bed. Can he get it? Stanley, he has to stay alive in this moment. You really cannot afford to give up that power position. You have to get your boys in there, but this is lovely sneaky play out of Brack. Capsule cleans the top, Brack the bottom, and that is a squeaky clean bedroom. The bed has been made. Mama happy. Now, back over to the middle of the map.
Yeah, those Vaznevs again, ridiculous. I mean, again, it was 13 to 12 on life count. Then Vegas couldn't get a single trade. Vikul's picking you apart with the Vaznev. Capsule gets back in his home, and the Beamer, when he is shooting against Temp, Vikul levels up.
12 and 9. Capsule 12 and 7. Woohoo! 12 and 8. Vikul find another? Yes, he will indeed. Brilliant work from the Florida Mutineers. Defensively so sound. The attack was great as well. And all that effort will get them 2-0 here on control. It's not quite done yet. The final 3 minutes of Vegas chance. Somebody could get in there. Unlikely. But they could. And that's the round.
This is a very strange game as well. It's like even within the rounds, there are like massive swings of who has the advantage. You have Vegas who like try to get aggressive over towards the B zone, even though Clay didn't win sort of like the entry gunfight. They full committed anyway, even after Temp even lost the gunfight on the flank and nearly got completely punished. Then Florida wasn't really super interested in defending A, even with the life advantage, but still threw away a bunch of lives. And I don't know, it was weird commitments all over the place. But Florida, I mean, they end up clutching up. I know Vikul got a massive 2-piece as well when Vegas had the pressure on the B zone, because Vikul, just like he was doing in map number 2, frying and Capsule right there with him. And Brack is 13 and 4. Honestly, great work on the kills.
Well, they're looking to take the lead. If they can capture these next 2 zones, they will win the map, and we'll go on to another hardpoint. But until then, it's Temp. Nice shots there from that God Heady. Brilliant work from Brack. Can't get any more out of that one, but 14 and 5. It is disgusting from the Mutineers. It'd be very, very unlikely to see them crumble at this point.
Yeah, just a comfy game. Brack, though, has been completely isolated and hunted down. So for a brief moment, a 3v3 towards the zone. Trades for the moment. Vikul is able to get 1. It looks like Clay's locked it down with the AR, so we got a little bit of work for Florida that they need to do to start to work towards this A zone. That starts with Standy, but Cap's able to get him. Now it's all about those trades to come through, sort of that 50-50 standoff. But even TJ, the only player really putting in work in the kills column for his team, doing what he can.
Lands the stick. Dodges the stun. Dodges the nade. Allows Temp to get in there and find the 2-piece. That's great. Good work from Vegas. There's just about 30 seconds to go here. No one near the B zone. It's all about the A hit. Rack, another for 10. Can he get himself streaks? This would be huge, and he may be in the position to get it. Win this fight. He does. That's going to be streaks. You might lose the point, though, in 20 seconds' time. TJ's got to go big. Stay quiet, TJ. Listen for the play. There's one over the top. Can't get either of them, but his teammates might be able to get there. For the trades, this would be huge for Vegas. Final 10 seconds.
They got to know Caps there is where. And Clayster had to have called him out or not. Stanny just gets shot in the back. A player should have been one shot and cleaned up. Instead, stays alive, gets his teammates back in the mix, and that is now 19 kills for Capsule in an A zone that nearly did not get captured. And a late come in for the Crews. The point's already gone. Crews hits nothing, and Florida get all the kills. What a sloppy game.
Oh, wait a minute. There's one. Here comes the second for 10. But wow, Fellow just dodges the stun straight into the fight, and now he's kicking, more than kicking. The nade finishes one, but it's now pressure certainly on towards the B zone. Vegas Legion, the air is out of the lungs. They are wavering, they're on the ropes, and here we go. Florida coming through. It's a few body shots. They're starting to stagger. Vegas chance, they're looking like they're going down.
Dang, you're calling in the Crews from the point. That is confidence, but you don't have your gun up, but Brack does. He picks up two. Cap frantically calling out as Brack makes the big play. Capsule gets number 4 in the hottest of 3-0s in the control. Respecting our time, Mutineers getting it done.
The lights were on, but no one was home as the Mutineers, they went for the kill there. There was, what, 9 seconds left on the round. They couldn't get them off of A. You couldn't stop them. The Crews was a little too late. The cross-map carpet bomb that the Mutineers ran with, man. No stone left unturned as they absolutely eviscerated Vegas Legion there. They take the lead in the series, and this is it. Vegas staring down the barrel of defeat.
Hey, that's just, I mean, you know, the mental resolve has already been tested, I'd say, for Vegas. Obviously, an incredibly tough series yesterday, but things are not looking good. Standy 10 and 21. I mean, he's been consistently at like a 0.6 in the respawns. Him and TJ not really getting good damage output. Capsule and Vehicle completely frying the entire time, and even just for the moments where, like, I think Clay picked up like a 2-piece. TJ had an entry over towards Restaurant in that final round. Like, they had a bunch of kills, had this setup, and there was 4 seconds left on the clock, and they were in prime position to get the win, and then no one was there to trade out Capsule, who I'm assuming Clayster had to have called out. Enough time was bought for Florida to get back in the mix, and just, I mean, look, it's the team that's been the worst in the game in control from the start of the year. We're now at the end of April, and the woes still continue.
And this is a terrifying prospect. Big picture once again for Vegas. You want to get to champs. It's in your hometown. You need these points. You need a win here, man. You got to keep going. Things are starting to get very dire. Mutineers, though, smiling on their approach. Can they find the points? Can they get things going? Because again, Charles, this is the bottom pack teams. These are the teams that need the points so dearly. What a brutal situation to find yourselves in, Vegas Legion. You had winner's bracket yesterday. You fought so hard to get here. Is this how it ends?
These are some ridiculous highlights as well, because I feel like the majority of these, like, Vegas at least don't have to re-watch it, but they certainly felt the pain. And it is just Vaznevs on Florida, winning every single gunfight, flying with confidence, making the big plays. And then it's just the comfortable kills for the ARs. It's Fellows sitting in the corner, shooting players in the back. It's Brack getting fed the intel, picking up big 3-pieces. Even for the first round, where, like, Vegas were looking good on defense, and then Florida just run them over with, like, not a single trade to be found at any point. Now you got Florida feeling good. You got just Vegas left in a state of confusion.
Oh, yeah.
A 1.46 compared to a 0.68 team KD. I mean, Capsule in the respawns has been just ridiculous. You dropped 32 in map 1, 23 there, map number 3. And by the looks of it, there's not an SMG on Vegas that's going to be able to stop him.
Right now, no. And the scary prospect again, we go to aBeZy next. That is where the subs will have a field day. They're going to have a good old time. Capsule, the way he's been playing the respawn chance, you ain't wrong, mate. A 2KD there. He's only going to look even better on Fortress. That's what we play next. Mutineers, sky high right now. Will they be able to keep the momentum going? Oh, my word. What a series this could be. S&D, if we have to get there towards the very end. But for now, last thing you want is have to deal with another search and destroy. Close it out here, Florida. March on in the tournament.
A very interesting final map for the S&D as well, because that has been Vegas's, like, they love Outbacker Fortress S&D. They have to be incredibly happy to see that there for the map 5. Florida also pretty good on that map, though. So, like, even Florida, I don't think they're going to be too particularly scared of the square up on that map. So, obviously a dangerous map 5 for both teams, but Florida a little bit more confident now going into Bagra. And again, just because of the difference in the SMG duos right now, Vehicle and Capsule, smiles out, feeling good, going to a bagger right now. And I mean, in Vegas have had a couple struggles in just trading out some kills. There's just too many moments on this map where your SMGs can absolutely fry. Those are not exactly the faces of a team filled to the brim with confidence, or the faces of a team on the border of not making champs and not having a good showing in this major.
And the pressure is it, man. This is the last hope. The last hopes for Vegas, and that is the tale of two teams. Fellows having a good time. The Mutineers a little bit more smiley. No, it's tough.
How insane is this? That, like, you know, Florida, the run that they would have to go on to qualify for champs. I'm talking like top 3 at this major and the next one. Good performances in the online stage. They're in a hole to make champs, and they're still like vibey and feeling good. Vegas are like, in a sense, like playing for more. Like there is a much greater possibility, and yet they look dead on the inside. I mean, Vegas looks like Albert Camus wrote the novel about them. And now for Capsule on the flip side, sunshine and happiness. This could be his playground, and yeah, that is
Get
a
that
ridiculous
off the
drop
screen.
off. I mean,
Get that out of here.
even in the Miles, even in the damage, the drop off is there.
It's tough, man. Stanley's having a...
This is insane.
This is it. This is redemption for Vegas Legion. They can do it. They've just got to believe and absolutely destroy the Mutineers here. They're not going to be an easy thing to do, especially when Capsule is coming out hot like this.
No.
Gets himself 2. Now he's looking for 3.
I mean, he's hitting slides as well, and that was clean to look at. But yeah, pretty solid start there from Florida. But TJ showing up. I'd say TJ honestly been sort of the shining light for me on the side of Vegas. He gets a big 2. Rack the only guy that can make a play, but TJ there to shut him down. So Vegas off the rip. In spite of the 2-piece from Cap, they have flipped the spawn in position, getting the hill time and on rotation. And now Standy in prime position, maybe to kill them all, but at least he got 2 before he fell.
Yeah, it's good work though. This is nice P1 time as well from Vegas. Not an easy thing to do. Vehicle down the approach. Mutineers looking to fight their way towards the top left-hand side of the mini-map. They're making their way through the inside of the fortress as Vehicle's reign of terror has come to an end. Over to Capsule. Can't take care of Clay. In the new point. Standy finding those kills. This is what you want to see. The submachine guns of Vegas get things going. They've still got the lead.
Well, you had Clay watching the cross, but Standy's going out for the chow anyway, so unfortunately that leaves TJ fending off the entire Florida team, and yeah, not a good setup or a situation right there, what could have been, but now Florida putting on the pressure, winning a couple key gunfights, and Standy unfortunately now pushed out too quick the first time and just going to get traded out the second. Vegas getting punished, and TJ can't bail him out that time.
Yeah, unable to get under the point there. Yeah, the flank doesn't quite work out. Here comes Clay. Might be able to take care of Brack at the very least. Or no. Dives right into trouble. Standy. Oh, there's the comms. Finally. Bush corner. That was the call. And he does manage to get a bullet in. TJ looking towards the rotation. Has to check every possible avenue. There is a Tyler fellow hiding amongst your ranks. He's a little sus. And he will not be jettisoned into space. He'll get a 2-piece and spawns.
Oh, that is a dagger. You had Vegas with a pristine setup on P2 that they threw away immediately. And now Fellow helping you lock down a rotation like that. It was a tied-up game as this hill popped. Opportunity for Florida to completely run the score up.
Yeah, this is going to get ugly real quick. Mutineers. This is a sweet spot to be in. Vehicle. Top map's covered. The gate as well as he oscillates from one to the other. It's 3 in the feed for Vehicle. A 5 spree back. Oh no, 10. Gives him the old 1-2. Ends the spree right there. 30 seconds remaining on the point. You might be able to get in if you're Vegas, but the comeback has got to start now. Okay, now.
they didn't even put any pressure on. Standy's like, with 30 seconds left, he didn't want to push through gate. Instead, I guess they're playing for the spawn trap. And if you're going to play for the spawn trap, better make sure you get it. And that is 3 clean kills in the feed. So Vegas, they have to trade away effectively that full 60. They are massively down now in score. But once again, good setup on the rotation. TJ in prime position to slow these players down. Even standing nearby to get some of these trades. So a difficult spot for Florida to get out of.
Yeah, this is how aBeZy goes. Comebacks happen all the time. Brack with a nice timing capsule as well. Numbers starting to dwindle for Vegas, but they are going to spawn way closer to the hard point. No one in there at the moment. Brack's managed to get in, tagged up. This could be big if he stays alive, and he will. Here comes the Mutineers, and once again it is Vehicle with the kills. Fellow now on the 5 spree, looking to get streaks. Also, my good God. Mutineers, they seemingly can be stopped.
All right, what a life from Fellow, though, right? He goes from 0-5 to 5-5, stays alive for 2 hills straight, and helps you get at least a partial break. Vegas has still got a decent bit of time, but look who's waiting in the wings. Brack maybe can't quite get the 2Ps. Does some damage. Does it open enough for Florida to actually get the break on the hill? It looks like that might be the case. The final one-on-one gunfight for the little bit of scrap time that is there, but while that gunfight is getting wrung out, Standy's going to win it. Doesn't actually convert to any time, but it does set his team up for rotation. Vegas a little bit of clearance right before Blacksmith spawns.
And again, we've got Vegas in there first. That's the good news for now, but they've all pushed out. They've taken individual fights, which they have nearly all lost. Standing, looking to get streaks of his own now. Can he find a few more in an unfortunate spot? Nice, that's it. Streaks gained. Well played. 15 and 10 out of him. Clay, 3 and 12. Turn it around, Jim. You're not done yet.
That is good news that there was no trophy in the hill for Clay. Should be able to get his 4th kill and wins an extra one to keep him at bay. You know, Brack is in stables. TJ getting sent in for the kill, but TJ gets sent into a pinch, and that's the last man to clear out. Standing there to take care of him. Nice little bounce back. Again, a 0.68 he has had in respawns, or hard point at the very least. Right now, 16 and 10. This is the Standy we are used to. There's the 2nd in a row. Now he's getting that time as well.
Oh man, that player can as well. He is razor sharp focused right now. Capsule Brack, they take care of business for the final 5 seconds here on this point. Time that you're happy to let go if you are Vegas at this moment. 128, 103. Vegas are not done fighting yet.
That's a big 2nd win from Temp as well, because obviously all of his team spawns out across the map, but Florida not racking up this P1 time, and Temp now thinking about trying to work a flank, and somehow gifted it for free. Brack there quick enough for the trades, but obviously the time, Vegas now have it. Clayster didn't know where to look, and they had the time all but for a brief moment. Florida back nice and stable. I know as soon as the hill started, Florida lost those spawns to P2. This time, a bit more care being taken and trying to lock it down.
Wins from Standy down low. He is starting to get going. He has yet to stop. Good timing from Capsule there. Towards the point we now go. Once again, Vegas Legion in there with the time. A solid garnered from this P1. Over towards the gallows we now go. The hangman at the moment is going to be Standy. The executioner. For Vegas, finding these kills, keeping these players pushed back, keeping them at bay. Lovely work again as the trades now go through. Standy is still the only man there in the point. Here comes Fellow on the front. And then we're going to check this. He does. Good work, Standy. Can he get the 2nd damage dealt? Teach on the flank. Brack hurt but not dead yet, as we are getting closer and closer to a lead change.
I can't believe Standy was even allowed to get out in this position. He walked through open for free. Florida not even watching the cross, and Standy has turned that gift into 4 in a row. And the comeback might very well be in. Making up for the mistakes on the earlier P2. Vegas right now finally in control of the game. And again, a 0.68 to 23 kills. We're only halfway through this game.
Unbelievable. What a resurgence from Standy. Vegas now holding on tooth and nail. Fellow can't win the next one. Temp's going to get himself a few more on the point, and net a couple more seconds. Can't hold Capsule back though. Back over to Standy. The time's still ticking in favor of Vegas, but we go back to P3. We go back to the Fountain Hill. Here we go.
There's a full 60 last time for Florida. I think Capsule is going to be playing this one late as well to shoot a couple players in the back. So you and Vegas looking for him, but they only found him in the kill feed. He takes down TJ before you start making moves, and Sandy's been on point, but it's about the cruise missile. Can he get enough Taxinades over to get Fellow out of this point?
Will the trophy save it? It doesn't. Nice work. Standy banks it off the side of the wall. Gets a bit of splash damage. Trophies are there, but a little too late. Here comes Clay. Can Brack win the fight? Clay moves in. Oh, damage dealt. Not enough for the kill, but enough for the trade. Standy's in. That's the hard point, Vegas.
Every single life, Standy's been getting incredible value as well. So the crew's on point, but now he's got to fight off 3. No one from Vegas blocked the gate spawns, but they get all the kills anyway. So, okay, a dicey moment, but they make up for it perfectly. And even TJ, well, attempting to set them up for new, but he fought the entire team with 14 seconds left on the previous hill. So instead, the Vegas players are going to be spawning in old time. Going to be a hike and a half to get to new.
Great work again out of Vegas. What a turnaround this has been. None of the stats from Clay fool you. This is the way, you know, he wants the team to go. Set them up for success. That is exactly what is going on right now. Mutineers, there's their hard point. Can they turn this around? Over to Teach. This is it's his teammate. What are we watching? This is very awkward indeed. Into the point you fly, and it's the Mutineers who have eaten you alive.
Yeah, moment of awkwardness, and even though Temp got that first kill, fellow there on the cross just to get the trade. So not the best of rotations there for Vegas. Florida taking full advantage, trying to get that momentum back in their hands. And Standy being sent in for the kill. He has been the man on a mission on this map, and right now trying to do it himself, gets in the point, wins the gunfight in Vegas now, making sure they keep that lead.
Vegas holding on to this one. They're starting to run with it. Will we see a game 5? Not over yet. Florida, a lot of comeback here still to be had. Let's go for a listen in.
Deep statue, class. He's weak.
I'm getting on time. I can't really watch it. You're probably gonna be holding.
I can pinch these guys all forward, okay? Nice. I'm blocking for us.
I went left. We're missing one.
He's top stone. Top dark of stone. He's going top trees.
Virgil, I'm getting stunned, bro. I'm getting double challenge. One's weak, Clay. Clay P3 archer away. He's gonna be in the stable.
Nice.
Nice. One P3 archer in the side. Give me a second. Give me a second.
What's the single? Watch it back, and what's the stable? That's one.
I have all your
hangman. Stable weak, Clay.
I have all your hangman, boys.
Just don't end that good time.
Done.
One was stable, don't forget.
Hangman, Standy.
What's up?
Hangman's going open, okay?
Where's it got in time? Where's it got in time?
Dead. Nice, good job. I stunned your post in single. I didn't stun anything, pushing you.
I got that nade.
I'm looking closed. Enclosed, one shot.
He's
enclosed.
Single.
He's watching top. He's top board right now, cutting me a spawn. Alright?
Nice, good job. I stunned it over for us. I'm about to try this time, boys.
Chance was so hard to get rid of the thoroughbred. Placed it out of the stables there, man. He was posted up. Standing there once again in the feed, finding those kills. Over 30 kills now, force free once again. Clay has new. Time ticking. Final 10 for Vegas. We see a game 5.
Yeah, and Clayster, who is struggling so much in the kills column, started to heat up at least a little bit towards the end. Wins the big 2 on the roto, locks down the P1 in life. Still there for Vegas. They have forced the game 5, but I'd say for Florida, well, might not be as many smiles on your face, but they've still been fighting every single map.
All right, but you have to tip the cap to Standy. What an unbelievable turnaround from him. Ridiculous plays, ridiculous kills. A final map to decide who is eliminated first here at Major 4. Jeez, that's 33 and 19. Well played, Standy.
Yeah, and look, Standy, 33 kills. Obviously, that is an insane bounce back. Not only that, he actually had 2 minutes in the hill as well. I think he had that sort of, at least in my opinion, one small mistake on the first P2. After that, every single life, he was lights out, leading the charge, getting connections with the crews, solo breaking hills, at least it felt like at different times. So Standy, absolute man on a mission. TJ right there with him. TJ just dropped the most damage in the lobby, so TJ on point as well there on aBeZy. And I'd say really just for Clay. I mean, hey, it's nice that his teammates had him for that one just to force the game 5. And aBeZy Fortress to decide it all. The bread and butter of Vegas, but for Florida, it's a map they like as well. And I'll be honest, with the way this series has gone, incredibly difficult to call.
All bets are off, folks. This is it. One more map to decide who walks away with a win here and who goes home. We're going to go to a very quick commercial break first and foremost, ladies and gents. On the other side of this one, Fortress, Search, and Destroy. Last map in the series.
The Call of Duty League is presented by the GMC Hummer EV Pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck, and upgrade your game with a Scuff, the official controller of the CDL.
A final map to decide these teams' fate here at the Belong Arena for Major 4, the Florida Mutineers, Las Vegas Legion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. This is bound to be an absolute throwdown. We go to aBeZy Fortress for our search and destroy, and chance this one a particularly spicy matchup. Statistically, both teams exceptionally strong.
Absolutely. I mean, it starts for Vegas. 8-1 record on this map. They have like a near 65% round win rate, which, I mean, I don't know what that sounds like to anybody at home. I assure you that is ridiculously good. So this has been Vegas's home. They love to see it for the map 5, but as far as Florida goes, also incredibly dangerous on the map. Look at it, 5-1 compared to 8-1. You have an even better round win percentage. I did not realize for Florida that is that good. That is completely absurd. So Vegas are happy to see it. Florida, obviously, it's a few different rosters that they have built this record with. So a little bit less is known about the current roster they have, but they're happy to see aBeZy as well.
They are indeed. Here we go. Final map. No clear-cut advantage. Current form might be leaning a little towards Vegas. The Mutineers, the sails are full of wind. We are going right to the middle of the map for an early throwdown. Teacher with the first. Trades out immediately. Brack over towards the B-bomb site, looking to get that flank maybe open and wide, but Temp with the bomb. He's going through the inside of the fortress.
And it's only Fellow that's really out of this play for the moment. So you do have a 3 versus 2. They're looking for the double trial on Fellow, but yeah, good luck getting through that window. Clay gets sent in for it. There's actually Brack out of play, not Fellow. There you go. But either way, 3 versus 3. And they want him dead. Yep, Standy's going to get him. 0 time wasted. Wow. Freebie 2-piece Standy continues to make the big plays.
Big concern now, though, is like, where the hell is Brack? Is he over by B? Could he be coming through the A street? Where is he? What's going on? That's the question now. Brack has 9 million things to check. 9,000,001. He's working through them all as he now gets towards the bomb site. 30 seconds, 1v3. Temp can see him first. Will Temp be able to deal with him? Or will he send in Standy for his third of the round? Yeah, wow. We do. Standy, the Viper strikes.
Yeah, he is chowing at this point. You know he's feeling good after the hardpoint performance he just had. So 3 in the round, big plays the whole way through. And I like the bait coming out of Vegas, right? It was like a triple stack over on the P1 side of the map. You see Brack wraps all the way back through his spawn over towards the B site, and then is just completely out of the play as soon as Vegas wrapped the bomb back towards A. So they got the intel on Fellow, playing the open corner. Standy goes in just to gun him down. That is a hell of a way to open this up.
Here we go. A whole host of cast of characters behind this setup, watching the battle go down. Everyone very invested in this one as Brack lands that first blood. Fellow finds another. Florida Mutineers looking to bounce back immediately. Ooh, nearly the 2-piece vehicles there, though, to get it. Temp, last man up. 1v2. Done. Mutineers. Put them to bed fast.
Yeah, alrighty. That'll be a nice little bounce back round. I mean, that is the full send-on defense. I know players love to sort of fly across the double doors and play different corners, maybe work through the spawn. Standy full sends, tries the dolphin dive to get inside, and Brack will just take that freebie kill. So an interesting attempt, to be sure. Florida there to shut it down, and Vehicle, I mean, he dropped 12 on the first S&D that we had. Nice little bounce back on that attacking round as well, able to pick up at least 2.
Florida Mutineers momentum now. Snipes for Fellow. If that door pops wide open, which it doesn't this time round, Vegas would have been met with an unfortunate present. And hello! Oh, so nice close! Play. Wonderful win from Clay. Can he get the second win? Teamwork. Here comes a lot of footsteps thundering across aBeZy. Vehicle on his third. And just like that, it's a 2v2. Temp, what a shot from that. All down to Brack. Can Temp get another? No, he cannot. 1v1.
Hey, Brack, there's no way Brack is ever going to know this. Bomb is down in spawn. No one on Vegas ever picked it up. So TJ does have to wrap back, and his dead silence just wore off.
Oh, no.
And this is just a game of patience. And Brack, honestly, the patient man to make the play.
You'll soon hear Tej. Tej gets the bomb. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
He didn't hear it. That dude right there, that's the difference between landing online. He didn't actually hear that.
He didn't hear it. He's gone. Tej is gone. He's out, dude. The bomb has been planted, and Brack Oh, he's planted right in the middle of the courtyard. Good luck. Have fun with this. 40 seconds. Here we go.
Yeah, Brack's a trophy player as well. TJ, S&D wizard. He can see every cross. Brack, you truly just have to guess correct. That is the only way, and TJ is going to hear it coming.
Stun check. Oh my god, it lands. Here comes the nades. Brack, going for the fight. Nerves. None for Tej. The Iceman striketh.
Honestly, kind of unreal for that 1v1. He got stunned. He should have been naded as well, but Brack cannot deliver. And TJ, honestly, even though he didn't get the first shots in, kind of makes it look easy towards the end. So the Wizard provides one of the best S&D players of all time, clutching that 1v1. And I mean, hey, you will take it. Little moments like that. We talk about the first S&D. It was a nail biter back and forth until, well, Temp clutched effectively a 1 versus 3. And after that, there was no looking back. That could be a moment that goes a long way for Tej.
We'll see, yeah. See what happens now in this round. Mutineers, they are the ones attacking. They've got themselves the A-bomb site. All good. No contest whatsoever there. They're going to get the bomb down, and we're going to see a straight-up 4v4 retake. Vuzele.
Close corner being checked with the nade. You have Capsule forced to back down. So Stanny found the clearance to make the moves to the site, but this is attack, so up close and personal. Not an easy gun to make work.
Works like that, though. Great situation to find it. Brack, though, unfortunately takes care of Tej. Clock's ticking, though. You have to move a lot faster than this, Mutineers. Nice wins again out of Standy. The remaining 2 members now of Legion. They're on the site, checking every possible avenue. Here we go. The side doors where the battle's going to come from. Clay somehow gets away with it. Snaps on the capsule. The last 2 hit from Brack. Oh, that's that. Mutineers defend the site well.
Yeah, and just a little bit too slow on the retake. It is never easy because time is not going to be on your side. But, I mean, the bomb is basically planted for free. No nades really there to do too much damage. Florida 8 will reposition. And, again, for Cap, I mean, again, wrong gun for the job with attack in that moment. He's able to stay alive and just throw endless amounts of shoulders to check the bomb and keep things clear. So, looks like that 1v1 didn't kill any momentum for Florida. Still, these attacking rounds have been paying off for both teams.
Indeed. You know, I've seen Bance there from Minnesota Røkkr. They'll play London later on today. Very invested in the way this one goes. They do not want to see Vegas succeed. And so far, Vegas are doing a little bit more than succeeding. They are thriving. A perfect round as Vegas bounce back immediately.
We are burning through some of these rounds, man. Fellow has now been shut down completely twice with the snipe inside of open, by the way. Clay's had him both times, and I think Fellow's also getting tagged up, stunned, naded, everything out of bounds. So I don't know if he wants to keep the boomstick out or if he's feeling the pressure, but either way, I think we are now 5 for 5 on offensive rounds. Someone at this point needs to make the adjustment on defense.
I wonder, though, I mean, is anyone going to do that? You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses. It's a fast game of chess, Chance. Speedy, if you will.
And Stanny finds that kill. I don't even know how he pulled that off. Don't know where he did it from, but oh, his bottom green. There you go. I thought he was up top. So yeah, someone challenged the bottom window. Stanny gums him down, bomb down in a spot like that. This could be your first defensive win.
Shots ringing out. There's the snipe. Brack. One nade. Big damage. Oh my god, not enough to get anything. Vico, send him in. Deddy popped. Catches the first. The second play on the outside of the fortress. Now Clay trying to get onto the site as well. Lots of gunfire ringing out across the map. Clay and Temp somehow walk away with a big win there as Fellow now on the 1v3.
Yeah, just getting red in those moments. Clay finds a nice corner. He's got the help, and Vico overcommitting with the Deddy play, but had to try something. Now for Fellow, it is a trophy player in a 1 versus 3.
Oh, no.
And this is a distance setup. Every single cross is going to be covered. And Clay challenging with the snipe.
Yeah.
Fellow, he's hoping for a play.
He won't let that one go. Clayster knows I need to hold that line and make sure he stays in that position so I can let my teammates get in there and take care of business. And they do just that. Vegas, another round. The pressure is mounting for both teams.
They got the one on defense as well, so now Vegas get the easier job done. One of the best win rates on attacking rounds, I think quite literally the best. Our Vegas Legion, an opportunity to set yourselves apart, get that sizable lead. As they are desperate. just for CDL points.
Florida, the same case here. Standy, what have you got? You've got a lot of the A-bomb site for now. He's the carrier of the bomb as well, so looking to get in there and take care of the plant. Just over a minute to get this one done. Is it a very quiet round so far?
A lot of repositioning taking place on Vegas, or at least sort of going back and forth. Waiting to see if there's any commitment. Standy's making moves towards the bomb just to draw attention. So right now, just getting a little bit of intel. No crazy plays at all taking place. That is a stick and a half though, but it does get traded. 3v3. TJ finds the extra kill. Man advantage for Vegas.
The round starts with an explosion right across Standy. 35 seconds to get this bomb down. You should be able to know Vehicle spots him out in the cross. Fellow might be able to make a move here. Tej being sent in. Oh, it's an unfortunate series of events. Tej has been red. 25 seconds. Temp and Tej versus Vehicle and Fellow. Names are nearly done. It's a 2v1. It's on a Fellow. Makes it a 1v. Whoa! My word. And Tej there with the gunny. The trades pay off. And it's all smiles. And that is because it is match point.
And that is also because they were in a very tough situation. Time ticking down. Players tagged up, getting stunned, naded, shot along the cross. Vehicle won a big one-on-one gunfight, but then Tej and Temp there for separate double chows. The teamwork there just a little bit better than Florida's. And a massive advantage on this map.
They must feel like it is just destiny now. You cannot lose, surely, Vegas. DJ's got himself streaks. Florida. Time to fight. Brack does a little bit more. It's a two-piece from him. Vehicle now joins him. Place to the last man. Absolutely eviscerated as the Mutineers. The rebuttal was swift. They got to pull off a few more of those to tie it up.
Yeah, once again, not a big fan of that play call to try to hit out those double doors. Brack's going to be there. And Brack has been on point every time. So a bold situation to try to make moves on defense, but I suppose it's better to try and fail than to not have tried at all.
Yeah, Brack has been there nearly every time, and he has laid a couple of steamers across of Vegas. Here we go. Another round. Wake up, HyDra. Over to Tej. Loudly moving in towards that bomb site. Typical setup right now from the Florida Mutineers on defense. Tej could call that cruise in, force the play, force them into the inside of the arches, but no one's really there to pick up the kills if he does.
Yeah, it's a very default setup for Florida, so they're clearly feeling the pressure. Vehicle's going to be watching that cross the bomb, and no one's made moves just yet on the side of Vegas. So shots getting rung out, and Vehicle connects. That is a ridiculous gunfight to win. But he has bought his team that first blood.
Brack, though, has he read Clay? He has. Clay doesn't die, though. Pushed back. A man down now, Vegas Legion. Florida Mutineers. Strong setup from them. Capsule, though. No Denny. Oh, dear. He was moving under the cover of gunfire and explosions. All down to Temp now, 1v3.
And again, trophy player in a spot like this, nearly impossible. Fellow, the shoulders on point, getting the tags in just to back you down, and really nothing you can do in this round. Vehicle just hand delivers it with that first blood. Again, not easy shots to hit. And for Florida, again, Bracky has been working on that form. Not making a mistake here. Florida got 2 rounds now in a row.
And Temp is totally and utterly surrounded here. It comes down to time. Mutineers. They find 2 in a row. 1 more to tie things up and force the round 11.
Just to try to turn that pressure up a little bit more. A 5-2 lead is comfy, but at this point, you are feeling very concerned.
This is the mental game right now for Florida. How strong could they be? And at the moment, pretty damn strong. Brack's still looking to find himself streaks. We do have that cruise missile from Tej. The bomb's going to get planted at A. Vegas are in position to spring on this one and hit it. So far, it's just going to be warning shots. Capsule with a quick check. Here comes Tej with the streaks.
Let's see if we can get the first blood though. Capsule, yeah, he's gonna get caught, left out to dry. Everybody else is gonna be forced inside. And do you hop the bomb straight away? They do. Vegas, they're making the play call. This is it. This is for the map, but they get traded. They get gunned down. It is Vehicle for 2. TJ, last man standing. He's gotta fly, and he can't get it done. Vehicle, too quick with it. Vamos.
Vamos indeed. What a play call. The streaks did not matter. 12 and 5 from the young Spaniard, who is looking to plant the flag of the Mutineers across the dead chest of Vegas. One more round is all they need. This is far from over. A final round. It is standing room only in the Belong Arena. Round 11.
On aBeZy, and look at this setup. This is so distant. You want to call in the crews and get the guarantee, and this is 3 players out of P1. You are wide out in the open. Someone might have a trophy, but that is a lot of intel Florida are gonna get.
Watch that bomb move immediately. The intel has been passed right on over. It shouldn't kill anyone, but that doesn't matter. The bomb's gonna get planted now. Florida Mutineers find themselves in the perfect post-plant position. Go Vegas, go! Look at those arrows soar. Here goes Clay. Fellow with the first capsule with the second. You're starting to fall to pieces right now, Vegas. Here comes Tem, right into 1. He gets the kill. It's up to Clay as well. Pump the brakes. Forget how to feel and try to get those players off the bomb. 2v3.
Florida, they just pump the brakes though. What are you gonna do? It's the flank coming through in Florida. Get it done. We have witnessed, Miles, a breakdown.
Three of the most decisive rounds of Search and Destroy the Florida Mutineers could have possibly played, and they have completely broken the hearts of Vegas Legion. Winners bracket coming into this tournament, it mattered for nothing. They will be the first team eliminated here at Major 4. And that one stings. That one stings a lot for the Vegas fans.
I mean, winners bracket for the first time in organization history, or past few years at the very least, and just the immediate bow out at the time where they quite literally needed it the most. A 5-2 lead they had in Search and Destroy. They were making plays, and then Vehicle flipped the switch. I mean, round after round. First Bloods with the tack goes on a 6 spree. Both S&Ds, he was able to get 12 kills. Vehicle simply built differently, and I mean, hey, that is Florida at their finest, taking down Vegas on their best map. And there is no one on the planet right now happier than Scrappy.
That came out of nowhere. Wow, what a series to start this Friday. A nail biter there in the Search and Destroy. We say a fond farewell to Vegas as their fate is now well out of their hands. The Minnesota Røkkr will play London later on today. We'll see the CDL points change a little depending on how all that goes. I cannot believe what we have just seen. Unbelievable. What a series. Chance, it mattered for nothing. For Vegas, they fought so hard, they came all this way. They will bow out first here in the tournament. An unbelievable series, mate.
And long term, maybe not nothing. Like the 40 points you get in the online stage is still wonderful to get, but yeah, Røkkr now have a massive opportunity to completely distance themselves from the pack, to rocket themselves up in the standing. They got London later on, so Minnesota, they just got gift wrapped an opportunity by Florida. Up to them to take advantage of it, and I'd say for Vegas, just good luck for the rest of the year.
Good luck. They'll need a little bit more than just that to make it to champs. For now, though, we've almost got we've got placements actually. Let's look at this. This is a big deal. This is the major comparison so far. So Vegas, as you can see, not ideal. 5th to 6th. It has not been much better than that, but 9th to 12th, technically dead last as the first team to leave the tournament here. Mutineers, though, they're still writing their history. They will advance further into the tournament. There's another team that just Search and Destroy, man. I mean, Chance, brilliant turn. everyone would have been favoring Vegas. Actually, I think except for Stats. I don't think Stats favored them. I'm just going to double check this before I do call
Tim
it.
said Florida. Tim did say
Tim
Florida.
said Florida. Congratulations to Tim. Congratulations to the many of you whose pick'ems may or may not be set aflame by this one. Many brackets probably felt the pain there, mate, but wow, what a day.
Nah, what a day indeed. I mean, for Florida now, their opportunity, again, it would take utterly crazy runs from these guys to jump themselves up in the standings, but you never know.
Crazy stuff. Well, we've actually got the man of the moment, Vekal, with the absolute mastermind in search and destroy for the Mutineers. He's over there with the flank. What's good, boys? Well, boys, we're good. It's all you now.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? I'm here with Vekal from the Florida Mutineers. You just had a crazy series. First match of the day. You guys go all the way down to a map 5. You're down 2-5 in the S&D, and you guys bring it back. I mean, how are you feeling right now? You're fresh off stage.
I'm feeling really happy. You know, the desk, when I joined back in, they said I didn't have any superstar potential or anything like that.
Damn.
So it's good to prove them wrong, that I can also like have good series and be that guy for the team. And I feel like that was one to show off that I'm capable of competing in the league and I should be in here.
Yeah, your haters are your biggest motivators, right, man? But Chris, go ahead. You got a question to ask for Vekal.
I mean, I'm just happy that you played really well because I mean we're good friends, man. I always love seeing you good, and I wish you the most success. You had a lot of doubters, myself included. Not you, but like your guys' team. What's been like the team dynamic with like Colt stepping out and you having to fill in? Because I think coming into the roster, I think Havoc was arguably one of their most explosive players. So that changed up the dynamic. I know you guys had like a 0-5 stage, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think you guys are probably better than that. Obviously, you guys shown that here. What's it been like filling in for Havoc, and like how's that like transformed into your gameplay? Like what have you been doing to kind of fill those shoes?
I feel like Colt has a really unique playstyle in terms of he plays more like pinches, more his life and things. So I feel like he wasn't a good complement for Cap, in my opinion. I feel like Cap was flying by himself a lot, you know what I mean? And me joining into the team, obviously Colt had to step out for personal reasons. I hope he's all right. But I mean, I just took the role that the team needed me to. Our pace, they told me that their pace wasn't as good with Colt, and that like they just needed me to pretty much hold hands with Cap, fly around together, and you know, just piece together.
I think this series showed that really well. You and Cap had, barring the last map, you know, Cap kind of got a little carried there. I think you and Cap fried this series. You guys had a really good one.
Yeah.
So.
Go ahead, Ben.
So last question is, so map 4 was pretty gritty. Vegas pulled away at the end. We heard the listening, and it sounded like you guys' comms were a little bit lacking. Like, what did you guys say, team talk-wise, going into the last map?
So our comms were really good, map 1 and map 3 response. I feel like our map 4, Fortress was kind of like an experiment that we're really good in scrims. You know, we've been competing. I mean, obviously OpTic is 100-point club in everyone.
Right.
We managed to always get to the 200 mark against them in scrims. And we feel like our pace is really good on that map when things are going well. So it's kind of an experiment that we had. So, I mean, we're going to keep moving forward with you know, what we feel confident in. And I feel like maybe our comps in the Fortress weren't as good, but map 1 and map 3 were really good for sure.
Yeah, I mean, before you go, I mean, Boston, Toronto Ultra, they're facing off. Who would you rather play, or do you really not care?
I want to play Scrap again.
You want to play Scrappy, man.
Like, at the end of the day, we're really close friends, and it's more about playing him on stage. I feel like it's a moment of realization for the 3 of us, including Charlie, of how proud I am about the whole team of last year. We all made it here, and playing each other on main stage in front of thousands of people is definitely a dream come true. So it's not about the competition or anything. It's more about living the moment on how proud I am about where we've managed to get.
I love that, man. Love to see you succeed. Thank you so much for hopping on. Good luck the rest of the way, man.
Can we get a Sue?
Yeah, we can get a Sue.
Give him a Sue real quick. Sue! Sue! Back to you, desk. Take care. Thank you, Vekal.
Thank you, gentlemen. Congratulations to Vekal and crew. But for Vegas Legion, what just happened? 9th through 12th, once again, after a 4-1 run in the qualifier. And is it too early to say fraud alert?
I mean, it definitely is not too early. I mean, after that series that we just saw, did you hear that in the background? Shout out production for the Vegas Legion, man. It is a lot to ask to have to win both S&Ds in every single series. These guys come into this one, and the control just is an absolute disaster. Like, that's the map you have to go back and be like, man, we are not going to make runs in this tournament until we figure out our control. And then we get to this game 5. You saw the stats. 5-1 for Florida, 8-1 for Vegas. And what do we see Vegas do? The biggest gripe I have with them is every single round trying to hit that side door, trying to get like a cheap round, pushing up on your defense, trying to slay them out. It doesn't work.
They're up 5-2 here, though. It was working.
I understand that, but a lot of the rounds that they lost were because of that. Trying to rush straight through close, double SMGs pushing into that side door. Now, granted, you got to the winning point. You're at 5 rounds. Still, man, you got to think those mistakes, they bitch you in the ass in the end.
Ali, I think we owe an apologies to Vekal. Does he have the superstar potential? He showed me some in this series.
I mean, I think, he certainly impressed me, especially in that game number 5, going 12-5 and doing what he needed to do. The Florida Mutineers, I mean, congratulations. You ended your 5-series loss spree. There's no better place to do it than on land at a major. I think for me, I was really impressed with that hotel control. But then again, you talk about the bottom 2 control teams in this league. We talk about the Vegas Legion. They're basically guaranteed to lose at map number 3. So give and take what you will. Regardless, it is a happy day if you were a Florida Mutineers fan. I also got a lot of stuff from Capsule, I feel like, throughout the series. Even though he had a rough game number 5, that game number 1 going 33-24, I think he proved that he could definitely be a slayer for this team when he needs to be, and I hope they continue that moving forward.
Vekal is my personal MVP, although Cap's also in the running for that title for this first series, but we can only have one player who can earn our Scuff play of the game. It's got to go Big Vic, right? The man back from Spain in the starting lineup as Havoc is sidelined. He comes in and has one of the best performances of the year, always on the flank, always causing chaos.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was doing it all, right? In this S&D, there were multiple rounds. He was switching up his gun. He put out the TAC 56, was sitting close. Nobody could plant bomb on the Vegas Legion. He was picking them off through the wall, and you could see how it changed the way they approached these rounds. So Vekal in the mix, man, every time they needed him.
Chat is angry right now. They lost all of their channel points. No one saw Florida coming, but it's Florida back into your top 8. We have plenty more, though, coming here in our round of 12. And as we are waiting for the next matchup to kick off, we want to remind you to start your digital collection today with the 2021 Call of Duty League trading cards by Upper Deck, the official trading card partner of the CDL. Collect your favorite teams and players on UpperDeckEpack.com. That's right, UpperDeckEpack.com, or scan the QR code. When we come back, Surge, will they finish 9th through 12th? Will the Guerrillas power into the top 8? We find out after this.